look at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. A late-season top 25 matchup on hand with a couple of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Baylor Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Hey guys, the Bears head coach told me before the game, this running back has been revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Bears offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And this sophomore tight end, without question, is one of their most reliable playmakers. 2 of his 4 catches in their last win went for touchdowns. Quarterback empties his backfield. Throwing, Lagway. He's going to go for a big one. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Sets his feet. It's Lagway. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Bears come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Fresh set of downs going up top. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This defense, they understood the challenge coming in. Like, he is elusive. He is a game breaker. They were not going to let his legs beat him. That's what they told us anyways. And so far on this first drive, great job getting to him and getting the sack.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Rushes on, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Lagway from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And I love that the defense was ready for the speed out wide. This offense, you're going to...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Lagway to throw for it on 4th. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. So Notre Dame's offense will now get its first chance with the football. A big challenge in this matchup is for the linebackers to be able to hold their ground, something they haven't always been successful at doing. Looking for a crease to the left. Turning it on. The 50. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Hebert. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it for them. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it, we didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Lagway. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. He's got it down the field. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Not much feels better to an offense than to get some breathing room with an explosive play like that. Now 1st and 10 from the 39. Makes the grab. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much rush.
Hits the afterburners. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Lagway to pass. Rush right in his face. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Sets his feet. It's Lagway. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Baylor.
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Straight ahead, it's Williams. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy.
And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rolled him out of bounds and forced the loss. And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They're all over him. Just got rid of that one.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Lagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. 4th down, Lagway. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Hebert. Release to the back. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Caught in the backfield, it's Graham. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. He wants to throw it again. looking downfield. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Holly, what do you have?
Here on the Bears sideline, this team is fired up down here, guys. I can tell you, as the quarterback came off the field just now, he was getting mobbed by his teammates. That last touchdown throw made him the national career leader for passing touchdowns in a career. His teammates are going crazy, making sure he gets the team ball. I know they've still got to come out here for this next possession, but I can tell you that energy and enthusiasm is going to carry over onto the field right now. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
3rd down from the gun, DJ Lagway. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. Right at the line. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. 1st and 10 for the offense. Left side is Gilbert. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Hebert. He's got it. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. He'll do it himself. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. This time they'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Danzy. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. The give is to Williams. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Fielded in the end zone. It's Beal. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The lone back's got it. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
Lagway wants to throw. Pulls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. Third down coming. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Changing the routes with his receivers. Throwing, Lagway. Under pressure. Gets away, still looking. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Unloads it left. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Caught behind the line. It's Bettis. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. 2nd and long here. Send the tight end in motion. Hits inside. It's Coleman Williams. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously, and obviously.
And what a catch! A diving grab down the right side. The Bears want to pick up the tempo. Lagway on the play action. And that is interception number 3 on the day. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43. To throw, it's Hebert. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Out wide left, it's Gilbert. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Timeout taken by Baylor, it's 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Lagway. He's going to fire deep. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with a look at Penn State in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Washington Huskies. And it's the Nittany Lions, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And what it does is get this group to 9 victories. By anyone's standards, a darn good season. Now the question is, can they parlay this to postseason success? And now back to your game in Waco. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the 3rd quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
He's like a loose boulder, just caroms his way to the 32. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Pulls it, looking for a crease. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Offense gets set for 2nd down. On the move. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Plows his way ahead, and he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit on that.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey, guys, down here on the Baylor sidelines, guys, I can tell you something we have got to keep our eye on. This quarterback was really banged up and bruised up after last week's win. He told me when I caught up with him this week, he has definitely been feeling sore this week. He did not miss any practice, but I will keep you posted as this game goes along. He's going to have to fight through some things here today, and I'll let you know how it's looking down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they react. Making the adjustment. Here's Lagway to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Bears headed quickly to the line. Moves the pocket. It's Lagway. Oh, pressure's coming. Turns it upfield. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. Going to the run, it's Morris. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gets the back moving. Going to take a shot on second and short. Right side, it's Beal. Touchdown, Bears! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the third. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Williams.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The keeper on the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
From the gun, it's Mobley. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They'll run it. It's Mobley. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey, guys, down here on the Baylor sidelines, one thing I'm really keeping my eyes on here today, guys, this quarterback is banged up. He told me before the game that he has had to really fight through some soreness throughout the course of this week. I can tell you he's already taken some contact, and it is definitely a storyline that I am following throughout the course of this game. I'll keep you posted with everything I hear down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Howie will see how they adjust. They'll need a bunch on second down. Finds his man on the RPO. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
Across the 45. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Bears, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Flagway wants to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Finds his target. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Flagway. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. This game about to be a wrap, and as we check out the scoreboard from the top 12 teams in the country, there will be changes next week because a loss like this one this late in the season can really be damaging. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Throwing, Lagway. Going to take a shot. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Flagway from the gun on third down. He's not afraid to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Flagway to throw for it on fourth. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. How about that one? Fourth and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
DJ Lagway to throw again. On the move. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another down.
Trying to barrel in. Touchdown Bears! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do. when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bears sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Delayed handoff. It's Morris. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Handoff again. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he avoids the sack.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Lagway. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Looking for a gap. It's Beal. Got room at the 35. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. He's got enough. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The defense is backed up as the offense is in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Morris. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Lagway. Look out. Takes a hit as he fires. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. From the gun on third down, Lagway. Left side is Beal. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Lagway to throw for it on 4th. Looking for the score. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Fighting Irish sideline, as the offense gets ready to take the field right now, they have got a lot of excitement. This is a possibility to knock off the #1 team in the country, but they know they've got to play clean football down the stretch. The huddle, they're talking to each other, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to keep it together here and have a productive drive here against this excellent defense. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's 2nd. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Dropping back, it's Hebert. Gonna try to get it himself. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Baylor Bears call their 3rd and final timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Makes a nice grab at the 25. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Here's Lagway to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds space on the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Great job by the defense staying aware on that play here late in the game with the lead, and the offense needs to throw the football. They're trying to make it look like pass before handing it off on the draw, but the defense wasn't fooled, and they make a nice tackle.
All over him immediately.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's one they're going to regret trailing late.
Lagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. The throw. Out wide right, it's Smith. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those 1st downs and just make that clock.
Touchdown, Baylor! They move on top here in the 4th.
Now, you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.